Good day students and welcome to Advocate Bapu Saheb Bonde High School Lonavala digital class. Today we are going to study standard 8 2.5 The Happy Prince. Let us start with the warming up section. 2.5 Happy Prince warming up. There are different types of short stories. Use a dictionary, internet and find out what each of the following types refer to. Now here you have to use a dictionary or you have to take the help of the internet and find the following words and what they refer to as. Next, have you heard of birds that fly from one part of the world to another in small or large flocks? They are called migratory birds. Discuss and write down 2 reasons why they migrate and return. So you have to find out 2 reasons why these migratory birds move from one place to another. Next, speech or dialogues can be reported in 2 ways, direct and indirect. When the exact word of the speaker are reported, we call it direct speech. When the exact words of the speaker are not reported, but just its content, we call it indirect speech. Direct speech, example they have given, Amar said, I shall come to meet you tomorrow, Sanket. An indirect speech of the same sentence can be written as, Amar told Sanket that he would go to meet him the next day. Now what you have to do is, you have to note down the changes you observe in the indirect speech. So I hope you have understood the warming up section. You have to complete this warming up section in your English notebooks. Now let us move towards the lesson reading and explanation. The Happy Prince. The statue of a happy prince stood high above the city. It was covered with gold. Its eyes were bright blue jewels, and a red jewel hung from its waist. Everyone thought that it was very beautiful. Why aren't you like the happy prince? Mothers said to their little boys when they cried. Sad men looked at the statue and said, I am glad that someone in the world is happy. One night, a little swallow flew alone over the city. His friends had gone away, but he had stayed behind for 6 weeks. Where can I stay tonight? He thought. Then he saw the statue. I will stay there, he thought. It's high up, so there is plenty of fresh air. He landed between the feet of the happy prince. I have a golden bedroom, he thought. But as he puts his head under his wing, a large drop of water fell on him. He looked up. That is very strange, he thought. There is not a cloud in the sky, but it is raining. Now, there was a statue of a happy prince in the city which was placed high above the city. The statue was covered with gold. It had bright eyes with blue jewels and also had a red jewel on its waist. There was a boy who was crying, to whom his mother said, Why are you not like the happy prince? There were sad men who looked at the statue and said that they are happy, that there is someone in the city who is happy. One night, a small swallow bird flew alone through the city and decided to stay in the city because it was dark, and all his friends had flew away and he was left all alone. He saw the statue and decided to stay there, as he will get fresh air. He landed between the feet of the statue and pretended it as a golden bedroom. Suddenly, a large drop of water fell on him. He looked up and felt strange because there were no rain clouds. Next, then another drop fell. I cannot stay on a statue that does not keep me dry, he thought. I must find another place. And he decided to fly away. But as he opened his wings, a third drop fell. He looked up and saw. Ah, what did he see? The eyes of the happy prince were full of tears. Tears rolled down his golden face. The face was very beautiful in the moonlight, and the swallow felt sorry for him. Who are you? Asked the bird. I am the happy prince. Then why are you crying? I am wet with your tears. When I was alive, said the prince, I had a heart like every other man. But I did not know what tears were. I lived in a palace where there were no sadness. In the daytime, I played with my friends in a beautiful garden, and in the evening, I danced. There was a high wall around the garden, but I did not know what lay on the other side. So I was called the Happy Prince. I was pleased with my little world. Now I am dead, and they have put me up here. I can see all the unhappiness of my city. My heart now is made up of cheap metal, but even that poor heart can feel. And so I cry. Now, another drop fell on him, and he decided that he will not stay there. But as he was about to go away, another drop fell on him. He looked up and found that the happy prince was full of tears in his eyes. The swallow felt very sad and asked him, who was he? The prince told him that he was a happy prince. So the swallow asked him that, if you are the happy prince, then why are you crying? The prince replies that when he was alive, he had a heart like every other man, but he did not know what tears were. He had a very luxurious life in the palace. He used to play with his friend and dance with them. They had a high wall around their palace garden, so he didn't know life outside the palace. He did not know the hardship and sadness of the people, so he never cried. And so he was a happy prince. But now, as he is dead, he is placed high up as a statue. He could see the misery of the people around, so he becomes sad and he cries. Next part. Oh, said the swallow to himself, he is not only gold on the outside. Far away from here, said the happy prince in a low voice, there is a poor house in the little street. Through an open window, I can see a woman at a table. Her face is very thin and she has rough red hands. She is making a dress for one of the queen's ladies for a dance in the palace. Her little boy is lying on the bed in the corner of the room. He is very ill. He is crying because she can only give him water from the river. Little bird, will you take my red jewel to her? I cannot move from here. My friends are waiting for me in Egypt, said the swallow. Little bird, said the prince, please stay. The boy is crying and his mother is so unhappy. The happy prince looked very sad, and the little swallow was sorry for him. It is very cold here, he said, but I will stay with you for one night. Tomorrow I will take the jewel. Thank you, little bird, said the prince. So the swallow took the great red jewel from the prince's waist and flew away with it over the roofs of the town. He passed the palace and heard the sound of dancing. The prince tell the bird that far away there is a house in which there is a poor lady with a thin face and rough red hands who is making dress for one of the queen's ladies. Her child is lying on the bed ill, and the woman is helpless as she has nothing in the house for the child except water. The happy prince tells the bird to remove the red jewel and give it to her. The swallow says that all his friends are waiting for him in Egypt and he needs to go. But the prince requested him to do the work. The bird decided to do the work. He takes the jewel and starts flying towards the woman's house. Next part. The bird passed over the river and flew and flew. At last, he came to the poor little house and looked inside. The boy was lying on the bed. The mother was asleep. She was so tired. He flew in and put the great red jewel on the table. Then he flew around the bed, moving the air around the boy's face with his wings. Oh, said the boy, my face does not feel so hot. I think I am getting better. And he fell asleep. Then the swallow flew back to the happy prince. It is strange, the swallow said. It is very cold, but I feel quite warm. That is because you have done a good thing, said the prince. The little swallow fell asleep. When the day came, the swallow flew down to the river for a bath. A clever man saw him. That is very unusual, he said. The kind of bird here in winter? I must write that down. I will go to Egypt tonight, though, thought the swallow. When the moon came up, he flew back to the happy prince. Can I do anything for you in Egypt? He said. Now, here, the bird started flying over the river and reached the poor woman's house. It went inside the window and put the red jewel on the table. He flew around the bed, moving the air around the boy's face, which the boy liked and felt better, and went off to sleep. The swallow returned back to the prince. It was very cold, but the bird felt very warm. The prince said that because you did a good work, you can feel the warmth of the good deeds. Next morning, it flew to the river for a bath. A man saw him and felt very unusual to see a swallow during this time of season, and decided to write about it. The swallow decided to go to Egypt tonight. He goes to the prince and asks him if he could do anything for the prince in Egypt. Next part. Little bird, said the prince. Please, will you stay with me for one more night? My friends are waiting for me, answered the bird. Far away across the city, said the prince, I can see a young writer in a little room at the top of the house. He is sitting at the table that is covered with papers. At his side, there are some dead flowers. He is trying to finish a story, but he is very cold and he cannot write. There is no fire in the room, and he is weak and hungry. I will wait with you for one more night, said the swallow kindly. What shall I take to him? Take him one of my eyes, said the prince. They are made up of beautiful blue stones. The young man can sell it and buy wood and food. He can finish his story. Take out your eye, dear prince, said the swallow. I cannot do that. And he began to cry. Now, here what happens? Here, the prince requests the bird to stay back for one more night as he could see a young writer in a little room. He was sitting at the table covered with paper and some dead flowers. He was trying to finish his story, but he was not able to do it because it was very cold outside and he was very weak and hungry. The prince asks the swallow to take one of his eyes and give it to the man, so that he can buy wood and food and can complete his story. The swallow starts to cry, as it was difficult for him to remove his eyes. Next part. Do it, said the prince. So the swallow took out the prince's eye and flew away to the young man's room. It was easy to get in because there was a hole in the roof. The young man was sitting with his head in his hands, so he did not hear the bird's wings. When he looked up, a beautiful blue jewel was lying on the dead flowers. Someone likes my stories, he cried happily. This is a gift from someone who has read my books. Now I can finish this story. Now here, the prince tells the swallow to do the work. So the swallow removes the jewel and starts flying towards the man's house. He reaches there and sees that the young man is sitting with his head in his hand. When he looked up, he saw a jewel lying on the dead flowers. He becomes happy and says that someone likes my story and this jewel is a gift from that person. He becomes happy that he can write and complete his story now. Next part. On the next day, the swallow flew down to the river. He watched the seamen working on the ships. I am going to Egypt, he cried, but no one listened to him. When the moon came up, he flew back to the prince. I have come to say goodbye to you, he said. Little bird, said the prince, please, will you stay with me for one more night? Now, here what happens. The next day, the swallow sees the shipmen working on the ship as he was flying down the river. He tells them that he is going to Egypt, but nobody listens. Later, he goes to the happy prince to tell him that he is going to go to Egypt now. But again, the prince requests the bird to stay with him for one more night. Next part. It is winter, answered the swallow. The snow will soon come. In Egypt, the sun is warm and the trees are green. Dear prince, I must leave you, but I will never forget you. A little girl is standing there in the square below. She is selling eggs. Her eggs have fallen on the ground and they are broken. She has no money to take home. Her father will hit her. Take out my other eye and give it to her. I will stay with you for one more night, said the swallow. But I cannot take out your other eye. You will not be able to see. Do it, said the prince. So the swallow took the prince's other eye and flew down with it. He flew to the girl and put the jewel in her hand. This is a beautiful piece of glass, cried the little girl. She ran home laughing. Then the swallow flew back to the prince. You cannot see now, he said, so I will stay with you. Now, here what happens. After insisting, the swallow decides to stay for one more night. The prince tells the swallow that there is a little girl selling eggs which had fallen on the ground and broken. She has no money to take home, because of which her father will hit her. The prince tells the swallow to take out another eye and give it to her. The swallow says that he can stay for one more night but cannot remove another eye as he will become blind. The prince asks him to do it. The swallow takes the eye and gives it to the girl. The girl feels happy and goes home laughing, and the swallow goes back to the prince. Next part. No, said the poor prince, you must go to Egypt. I will stay with you, repeated the swallow, and he slept at the prince's feet. The next day he stayed with the prince. He told the prince stories about the strange lands he knew. Dear little bird, said the prince, you are telling me about strange and wonderful things, but the sufferings of men and women is stranger than anything. Fly over my city, little bird. Tell me what you see there. So the swallow flew over the great city. He saw the poor people sitting at the gate. He flew into the dark streets and saw the white faces of hungry children with sad eyes. Under a bridge, two little boys were lying close together to keep warm. We are so hungry, they said. You cannot lie there, shouted a guard. Then the swallow flew back and told the prince. I am covered with fine gold, said the prince. Take it off piece by piece and give it to my poor people. The swallow pulled off the gold until the happy prince looked grey and ugly. The swallow took the gold to the poor and the children's faces became brighter. Now here, the prince asks the swallow to go to Egypt. The swallow says that he will stay with him. The next day, the swallow told the prince stories about the strange land he knew. The prince said that the sufferings of men and women here are stranger than the stories of the strange cities. The swallow flew over the city and saw poor people sitting at the gate. He also saw poor children hungry and keeping warm. The swallow flew back to the prince and told him about this. The prince told the bird to take off gold on him pieces by pieces and give it to the poor people. The swallow did so. All the people became very happy. Next part. We have bread now, they cried. Then the snow came. Ice followed the snow and hung down from the roofs of the houses. Everyone wore thick coats. The little swallow became colder. He did not leave the prince because he loved him very much. But he was dying. Goodbye, dear prince, he said. I am glad that you are going to Egypt, said the prince. You have stayed too long. I am not going to Egypt, said the swallow. I am going to the house of God. It fell dead at his feet. Then there was a strange sound inside the statue. Crack! The metal heart broke into two pieces. Early next morning, an important man in the city was walking below with two of his friends. He looked up at the statue. The happy prince does not look very bright, he said. The red stone has disappeared. His eyes are not there, and he is not golden. He looks a beggar. Now, here they had food to eat. The poor people, they got food to eat, good clothes to wear, and they also got houses to stay. The swallow started feeling cold because of the winter, but it did not leave the prince. But suddenly the bird said, Goodbye, dear prince. The, the prince was happy that the bird is going to Egypt, but the bird was not going to Egypt. The bird said, I am going to the house of God. And he fell down dead at his feet. As the bird died, there was a sudden sound inside the statue crack, and the metal heart of the statue broke into two pieces. The next morning, a man was walking through the streets with his friends. He looks at the statue and says that the prince does not look happy at all. The jewels are also not there on the statue. The gold is also not there on it, and it looks like a beggar. Now, the last part of the story. Yes, he does, said the man's friend. Here is a dead swallow at his feet, said the officer. We must make an order that birds cannot die here. They pulled down the statue of the happy prince and put it in the fire. A stream of bright metal ran out. This is strange, said the workmen. This broken piece in the middle of the statue has stayed hard. We must throw it away. So they threw it away with the dead bird. God said to his servants, Bring me the two best things in the city. They brought him the broken heart and the dead bird. Yes, you have brought the right things, God said. This little swallow will sing forever in my garden, and the prince, the happy prince, will stand in my city of gold. Story by Oscar Wilde. Now in this last part, his friends agree and looks at the dead swallow. They pull down the statue and put it in fire. But a stream of bright metal runs out, but the broken heart was still as it is. They felt very strange, and they threw the broken heart and the bird away and go. God asks his servants to bring him the two best things from the city. The servants bring him the broken heart and the dead bird. God was happy that they had brought exactly the two best things. God says that this little swallow will sing forever in my garden, and the happy prince will stand in my city of gold forever. So, this is what is there in the story of the happy prince and the swallow. So, I hope you all have understood the story. That's all for today. We will meet back again with the new topic. Till then, thank you and have a wonderful day.